Hi everybody, and welcome to our life in the Philippines. We're just going to do a short little update on the coronavirus today, because there has been some changes to it, and just give you guys, especially here in the Philippines, give you a little advice on how to handle this. Umberto had a little walking this morning, and he went to the pharmacy, and what happened there?
Oh, I went to the pharmacy. I was trying to buy some alcohol. I couldn't. It's off the shelves. So everything was off the shelves. Or whatever. There was no alcohol on the shelves. There were a few little bottles left, and I bought a small one. I wanted to get a big one. But basically, I mean, you know, that shelf is usually packed, and it was empty. So
did you go to any other of the stores?
I went to the store, the City Mall.
Right.
The pharmacy at City Mall, and then I went to the other pharmacy that's over by
McDonald's?
the one right next to McDonald's.
Yeah, nothing there.
They were, I mean, they
Totally sold out?
mostly sold out, so which is basically a sign that people are, you know, and then there's a lot of people wearing masks in the street, so much more than usual, which is it's good to see people are taking precautions.
Right. Yeah, that's something we all should do. I'm just of the opinion that sometimes media around here creates the hysteria and scare people beyond what's necessary.
But it's still nice to see people out. You know, you look at the things in China. There's nobody on the streets. You know.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
just horrible.
You look up in China. But anyway, what we got so far here in the Philippines is one confirmed case. There was another case where a young man died at age 29, and they suspected the coronavirus there, but I don't think they have the information on that yet, so we're not going to go out with that.
He had other illnesses.
He had other illnesses, and the cause of death was actually pneumonia. But they think that he might have been infected. He also had, from what I understand, HIV. So that was. But we'll see. We'll let everybody know. Excuse me, I'm reading a little bit. I have some information here. That patient that is confirmed now, she almost didn't have any symptoms, a little bit of coughing, and she doesn't have any critical, and she's been, is it 3 days now, 4 days? And she's still not getting worse. She's actually in stable condition. So
you can be asymptomatic and still be contagious with this disease, which makes it kind of interesting. And then it has a very long shelf life. So if you go to public places, public transportation, you get it on your hands, beware, don't put your hands in your eyes, or don't put your hands in your mouth, because those are ways by which a pathogen can be transmitted. Wash your hands often, and make sure that you just take the right precautions. Don't have to be, you know, paranoid, but it's good to do that anyways, because I guess the flu takes more lives every year.
oh yeah, that's just the other thing. That's why I'm saying that let's not create hysteria around this particular virus, because in the United States alone, I think in 2017, where the flu epidemics were especially really bad in the United States, 60,000 people died from
just the regular flu.
And right now, nobody has died in the United States. So put that in proportion, 5,000 people a month died on the annual average in the United States in 2017 just from flu.
And on the other hand, you almost have 12,000 cases, and this thing's been going on for about a month, so that's a lot.
Right. Yeah. That's
the alarming side of things.
The alarming side of this one is compared to SARS that was up in 2003. SARS got a total of 10,000 roughly known cases in the first year. And this virus now in 30 days has 12,000. So compare that 1 year to 1 month. You can then see how this virus is way...
It may be also where the outbreak was, because the outbreak was in an area where there's a lot of concentration of people as well. So
right.
But the good thing that China has done, and the World Health Organization, or how we call it, WHO?
Yeah, that's
basically they have praised the Chinese for having done the right thing once they've determined they had a problem. Some Chinese made some complaints about the fact that it took them a while to realize that.
It took them too much of time before they reacted on the first.
Once they reacted, they actually reacted in the best of ways, and they're cooperating with the world
and World Health Organization and all that.
And so it's a hard call to make when you have an outbreak like this. It really is.
Yeah, well, you have 4 major cities in China in quarantine right now.
50 million plus
56 million people in quarantine in China at this point. They cannot travel outside the city boundaries. And you look at videos and images from those cities, there is no people on the streets. Everybody sits inside.
No, and then there was some very disturbing images that I was able to see. Some people on the trains, or the commuter trains, laying down on the floor, a person in the street dead.
Right, yeah.
Those are nasty, nasty images.
All right, guys, before we close this video, I'm going to give you a couple of more things that are maybe important to travelers who travels around the globe. You need to leave Philippines, you need to come back to Philippines. Airlines are now stopping of flying into China, Shanghai, Beijing. I think 3 of the American airlines, Eastern, American, and United. No, Delta, United, and Eastern is dead, right? So
China Eastern, you're talking
about. The China airlines are prevented from flying into a lot of cities around the entire world. I think most airports now will not accept. I saw Iraq will also no longer accept flights in Chinese. Flights. Anybody from China, not just the Chinese. Anybody coming from China that transits in China and comes into the port of destination will be denied access. So, you know, that's President Duterte has the travel ban in effect at this point from China mainland. What else do we got?
Well, I wanted to read the excerpt here from the World Health Organization, as we call it.
WHO? Yeah. WHO.
WHO. And how does the coronavirus spread, and how can you protect yourself? And let me read this, you guys, so that you guys know it from the horse's mouth. The 2019 nCoV coronavirus spreads from person to person in close proximity, similar to other respiratory illnesses such as the flu. The disease can be transmitted through sneezing or coughing, which disperses droplets of body fluids such as saliva or mucus. According to scientists, coughs and sneezes can travel several feet and stay suspended in the air for up to 10 minutes. These droplets can come into direct contact with other people or can infect those who pick them up by touching surfaces on which the infected droplets land or touching a surface and then their face. The incubation period of the coronavirus, the length of time before symptoms appear is between 1 and 14 days. In terms of self-protection and containing the virus, experts agree that it is important to wash hands thoroughly with soap, cover your face when coughing or sneezing, visit a doctor if you have symptoms, and avoid direct contact with live animals and in infected areas. Some countries, such as the UK and Nigeria, have advised people traveling back from China to self-quarantine for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, self-quarantine, what does that mean? That means that people coming from an area where there might be suspected infections,
Yes.
They come to the airport, they go straight home, and they stay home for 2 weeks. If you stay home for 15 days, you know you're not going to spread the disease, because after 15 days you should be in the clear, pretty much, if I understand this thing right?
That seems to be the case.
Seems to be the case. All right, guys, that was just a little coronavirus update. Don't be alarmed. Flu takes a lot more lives.
Every year.
Go about your life, but be a little extra cautious. Wash your hands. Wear a face mask when you're out in big things. Don't take your hands and rub your face.
Be very conscious about what you do with your hands before you touch your face or your eyes or your nose, or if you're itching, whatever, wash your hands before you touch your face.
Yeah, and that will prevent a lot of other infections and diseases and flus as well. So it's common sense.
Yes, it's common sense.
Common sense, really.
Be clean.
So stay clean. Bye-bye. God bless.
God bless.
Wait, don't click that button unless, of course, you hit the subscribe button. And then you can move on. And while you're down there, hit the notification button as well. And if you leave a like or a comment, we will personally respond to you on all or any request you might have. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.